First of all, I came here first to defend what was brought up last time. Second, to express that this council or the administration, however you wish to look at it, has never suggested resolving the cases. I will tell you, if you look at the handout that I gave you, the first case, one of the issues is that it took a year and something to bring it because I was trying to work to get the information. You know, it's like, how long is somebody supposed to wait before you wake up? And I didn't come here to, you know, it's not the point of getting attorney's fees. By the way, I'm incurring those and to be able to get access to records that I still don't have. By the way, the cell phones. Yes, the judge said, oh, the governing body should be watching this. Guess what? Now, as an elected official, can I please have the records? I'm happy to sit and have a discussion about resolving these cases. I don't think I should be...
That's good news. I'd like to resolve them too.
And really that's what I came here to do, and to also correct the record, because I was, if I understood correctly, and maybe I misunderstood last time, it was said that I didn't win any. And I, be honest, in talking out in this way, I felt it was important to inform the council actually in a summary way to try to give you an idea about what is actually being done. That's it.
We appreciate being caught up to date, and all of the lawsuits against the city, we collectively agree that we would like to resolve them before they go any further, and at an expense to you and the city.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things that I think is important in all this, open public meetings, open public records, and the destruction of public records is not a frivolous issue, which that was brought up last time as being a frivolous issue. And Paula Frangese's statement on the 23rd of this month under her ethics reform, number 6 was making sure that those laws were followed.
Ms. Mason, I have a question.
Councilman Russo.
You talk about destruction of public documents. Now, to me, that's a very serious charge, and if that's the case, we have a big, big problem.
I agree.
Do you have any proof of destruction of public documents?
I do. It's part of a couple of my cases.
It's good to know. Thank you.
Councilwoman LeBruno.
Chair, I apologize for calling out before. And
Thank you.
Councilwoman Mason,
Accepted.
I apologize to you. I'm a teacher 24 hours a day. I'm a councilwoman 24 hours a day. I'm a parent 24 hours a day, and so are you. I know that this is a very, very serious issue for you, the idea of open records. But you have a responsibility to the residents of Hoboken, and I believe that you've raised very good issues over the years that you've done these battles with the cities. And that's why we have courts, to determine if people have made error and if they're responsible for the error. And if it's ever determined that somebody has destroyed records, they should have criminal charges brought against them. But, Ms. Mason, if you allow me, because you've taken this fight on, stepping on that side, I've been of the opinion that since you've been sworn in, it should have been your fiduciary duty to immediately withdraw these cases and think about the taxpayers. That's my opinion as a person. I know that these are serious things for you, but I think with common ground, things can be settled. And I think that if you continue to take issues over saving money and residents' time, then we'll never get anything done as a community. So I ask you again, and I asked you months ago, if there's any way that you can drop these charges and move forward.
I'm asking you to look at it and asking you to drop the charges.
We didn't bring the lawsuit.
I'm asking you to finish.
We can negotiate.
Give me the records.
They're not. It's not charges that have been brought. These are civil actions that have been brought by Ms. Mason citizen of the city of Hoboken suing the city for alleged violations of Oprah and failure to produce these records. And I would just note that I don't remember anybody saying that you didn't win anything at the last meeting, but I will point out that
It
that
doesn't
you
matter.
said,
Okay, Lane, okay, okay. Lane.
Council President.
Okay.
calm down. I will
Okay.
note though that by your own admission, out of six cases, your statement, I'm going to try to remember verbatim, said I've filed 6 lawsuits, I've won 2. I take that to mean you've lost 4.
No,
6. Two-thirds of them have not been winning causes. I know some are on appeal. Some are on
And 2
appeal.
are in front of the Supreme Court on a 6-0 vote.
But I would echo Councilwoman LeBruno's statement. I agree with it wholeheartedly that as a member of the governing body, 2 things are significant now. Number 1, you have access or should have access readily to everything that you're looking for. Number 2, she uses the term fiduciary. I take it seriously. You have a fiduciary responsibility to your constituents, to the city, to the municipal entity, and filing suit against it for things that you should have ready access to. Whether you do or not, whole nother ballgame, okay? But filing suit to gain access to things that you should have in your capacity as a councilwoman,
Then
and then
how-
seeking attorney's fees as a result, seems to me a breach of that fiduciary responsibility.
How do you expect someone to get the information if you're not provided it?
however, Councilwoman Mason, or Citizen Mason, has said she would like to sit down and negotiate. And that's where we should be at this point, as I see it.
Thank you, Councilor.
Council President, may I speak
Yes,
briefly?
Corporation Counsel.
Just to clarify, because of an erroneous statement, what I said last week is the same thing I've said. My understanding is there were 7 cases. The 7th case, she realized that she had sued the city and we were not the proper defendant. She is 2 and 4 in the remainder of the cases, as I explained last week. The cases that she won, just to make clear, the city chose not to appeal. All the cases that she lost she did appeal, and those are currently pending on appeal. So, just to clear up what the cases are outstanding, there are 4 cases currently pending, all on appeal, all where the city's position was upheld. Just to make that clear for the record.
Actually, could
Thank
I
you.
make one
Councilwoman.
other point of clarification? There was another lawsuit in which I put the items together because it was also filed against the Board of Education, which had to do with the citizens' right to videotape a public meeting. And we held off because it went to the Board of Ed, because I didn't want to go against the council, because at that time it was at the Board of Ed first, and also a Supreme Court case in which the Supreme Court case came down to say citizens have a right to videotape a public meeting. So I've been trying to work through this. I didn't incur those costs, but what we have now is we have an ability and we have videotaping occurring. So I believe that these have actually aided in the access for the public to gain information. I do not believe that these are frivolous again, and I hope, Council President, that we can move forward with this.
It's my hope also. Thank you, Beth.
Council.
You're going to be a council person back on the table again? Okay. Councilman Camerano.
I just want to.
Beth?
This will be my last remark, and I direct this one again to Mr. Kleinman. Just FYI, I'm reading from a law division case from 2006 called Beacon Hill Farm LLC versus Township of Marlborough. Reading from the last page of the opinion, it reads, and I quote, "Where a public official indicates that he or she is disqualified because of a conflict, such public official may not continue to sit with the governing body, conduct the meeting, or participate in any manner in the proceedings. Public officials should physically remove him or herself from the presence of the public body, leave the room until consideration of the topic, cause the recusal is complete."
Well, if you're asking about Councilman Mason,
It's academic at this point. It's over.
Just if the question is asked, I will give you my thoughts. It's up to the
I'm not
council.
asking any questions.
I would ask that, by the way, before I came forth to speak to you. I consulted the council, corporation council,